All right, guys. A little bit late this week, but always want to try to give you some talking points. And you'll see I'm going to be changing up a couple of things inside the program. Not necessarily going to affect you, just adding some more value. What I'm going to try to start working over to is a weekly coaching call that I will just host, and I'll record it from Zoom, and I'll place it on a certain day and time. And if you guys want to jump on, obviously we can use that time to go through topics. I will have a topic, talking component each week. So, but anyway, that's the thing I'll add, and I'll communicate that to you guys. It'll be something like this, but I'm going to go over certain components, certain points, and eventually we will also have some type of group call as well. I'm working on that as well. There's a couple different levels to my program, but what I'll do is I'll combine some of the coaching calls. Now, obviously, the individual calls are so powerful. We have those set up for you guys as well to take advantage of. So, talking points. A lot of you guys are doing awesome. Some of you guys may be struggling. It happens. It happens with all of us. We all go through peaks and valleys. The things that I would say that's going to help you get through the peaks and valleys, or the valleys, I should say. If you get in low or get in a rut, you got to book a call. Use me. I have too many resources and this is what I do. To coach you through it. So never hesitate. You got to reach out. Don't hide. You got to utilize what I offer, and I can help you work through it. If I can, I'll find resources to do so. So if you get stuck, reach out. We got to book a call. I can't pull you along, right? You got to be proactive. And a lot of times when people get stuck, because we need a couple different perspectives, making sure we have everything in alignment. We're incongruent. So what I'm saying there is, you may be feeling some things pulling and tugging on you. Your actions are not lining up with what you desire, or you're not clear. So there's a couple different reasons. So what I would say is you got to evaluate. Again, where are you at? What does it look like? What are you struggling with? Are you going in the direction you want to go? Why not? You got to be truthful. Feedback. It's not, hey, I'm a winner and he's a loser. It's about gaining feedback, using that feedback to maneuver the direction you want to go and getting clear. If you don't, I don't like using some of the language. You have to have a path and a direction and a visualization of where you want to go. So making sure you have that is going to be, it makes things a lot easier, because every day you wake up, you know what direction you're going, where you want to be, who you want to be, what does it look like. So you got to work on that component. Okay, workouts, things of that nature. You're going to, sometimes what will happen, because I don't want to presuppose anything, because sometimes what we do is we hit we get snagged and things slow down, and or the needle's not moving. I've had a couple conversations this week with coaching clients. It happens. Specifically, it happens with male, female, both, but as guys get into consistent resistance training, sometimes the needle slows down and or will stop for a little bit. So what we have to do there is, obviously, looking at percentage of body fat, lean tissue fat mass is always important. Looking at pictures, looking at measurements, it's all feedback, right? Those indicators, if you're seeing change there and don't have specific devices to get you correct percentages of body fat, or that's been off, you have to use measurements and the visual test to see and make sure you're moving in the right direction, because you have muscle adaptation, and that's why the scale's not moving. Now, the other thing we need to do is, obviously, as we start resistance training and the loads and volume increases, your hunger will increase. So it's a matter of making sure we're keeping you in between the lines, fueling the body with the proper nutrition and the amount, right? So it's easy to overconsume. So with a couple of guys, obviously, we just have to kind of dig another layer and identify and making sure all the calories match up and we're inside the ranges we need to be, and the needle will move again. Can things hinder you from dropping? Yes, but will it stop you? No. Metabolic process, or your not your metabolic process, your hormones can be impacted, but that's not your main factors. allowing you to lose weight or not lose weight. It's consumption expenditure. That's a math game. Now, if everything was dialed in, your hormones were in good levels based upon your age, which, that's relative to what the medical professionals say. The hormones are not going to cause you not to lose weight. It can slow some stuff down. It can slow your ability to drop percentages of body fat faster. That's what really impacts it. A lot of times what happens is, this happens more for females than males, is that I can't lose weight because my hormones are wrecked. Yeah, that's not correct. You can lose weight. The reason it may slow the process of losing fat, you can still lose weight. It's impossible for somebody not to. Not saying it may not be a healthy way to do it, but that's a whole nother topic. So if you get stuck, guys, keep focusing on the process, right? The workouts, the nutrition, the rest recovery. What does that look like? Making sure your goal setting, where do you want to be? How you want to show up? What does it look like for you? Okay. And if we need to talk through some different strategies, never hesitate to reach out, because there's other strategies we can implement if we hit a plateau and you're doing all the things correctly and everything is in alignment. So there's other ways and other levers we can pull to maneuver some of the results, maybe even faster, or to speed it up. So, but you have to have the foundation down. So I don't like throwing a lot of those components out in the front side, because if we don't have the foundation and we don't have that as part of what you do on a consistent basis, what I'm saying there is you're hitting your workouts, you're hitting your protein goals, your nutrition is close enough, there's no reason to give you other hacks or tricks, because truly you're not learning and becoming the person that you want to become for this to stick long term. So anyway, those are some things, man. If you get stuck in a rut, use me, because it happens to all of us. We can work through it. Book a call. If you're moving in the right direction and winning and high fiving, keep doing it. Right? Just, it's all feedback. Utilize that feedback and continue. Wash, rinse, repeat. Sometimes it gets boring. It's okay. Boring can win a lot of races. So it's stacking those small things through the week, and then they add up with the month and the year. So keep winning, guys. Again, I'll keep you guys updated on some of the changes. It's not necessarily going to impact you. I'm just adding more value with some coaching calls and changing that. So I will start putting a link out too that you guys can book the Zoom calls. So I have some guys do Zoom calls, which I think is always beneficial if you have the ability to do that. So, all right. Hey, it's Thursday. I'm glad everybody survived the storms here locally. And I think we can get some more today. Anyway, hey, go enjoy the rest of your day. Win this day, win the weekend. I'll talk with you soon.